All right, hello everybody. Welcome to week 5 of the Online Quiz League. We're playing a Division 2 match here. It is Disparate Origins are the away team playing against Scatterbrains, who are the home team. And because we are recording, can I ask the teams to introduce themselves, perhaps, starting with Disparate Origins, who are going to be going first tonight.
Okay, so I'm Matt Williams in seat 1, and I'm captaining Disparate Origins this evening.
Hi, I'm Mike Devitt in seat 2, and I'm, shall we say, the elder statesman of the team, so be gentle with me.
Hi, I'm Liam McCarthy in seat 3. I'm an actor from Bolton.
I'm Tom Mead in seat 4. I'm a civil servant for Sheffield.
And on my virtual right, I guess, the Scatterbrains.
Hi all, Mike McCarthy, no relation to Liam, I don't think. I am captaining Scatterbrains tonight.
Hi, I'm Eva Barrett and I'm from Galway in Ireland.
Hi, I'm Reeve and I'm from London.
And Tim Hall.
Done my bit.
Tim Hall, currently near Oxford, completing the set in seat 4.
Excellent. All right, that's the awkward bit got out of the way. Because we're recording this, maybe on a YouTube channel tomorrow, we'll explain very quickly how the rules work. I will be asking questions to members of each team alternately. They will have 15 seconds to come up with an answer. The person receiving the question, after 10 seconds, I'll say, give me an answer, or else something terrible will happen. And that terrible thing will be that their team will get a chance to answer if they get it wrong or if they pass. And if the team cannot answer correctly, that will go over to the other side and they will get a chance to answer it for 1 point. If you get your own answer right, you score 2. If it's passed to another team member or over the other side, it's worth 1 point. And you'll get the hang of it as you go along. Even if you don't have any clue how this works, we're here to show you. So, yeah, the quiz today is set by Aaron Ling. It is correct as of the 17th of September, so don't blame me for anything that has changed very, very recently. But yeah, let's go. I see the first question here goes to Matt Williams. Matt, in his time driving for Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton has had 2 teammates. One of them is which German driver that won the 2016 F1 Drivers' Championship?
Hulkenberg.
That's not right.
Go on, Liam.
Rosberg.
It is Rosberg. So Liam got that point, is that right?
Yep.
All right, question 1B goes to Mike McCarthy. Mike, which branch of zoology deals with the study of birds?
Ornithology.
Is correct for 2 points. Mike, your question. Mike Devitt, your question. Unique forms of continuity in space and The City Rises are major works by which Italian artist that is considered a key figure in the Futurism movement?
I don't have a sensible answer, so I'll pass that.
Go on, Liam. Looks like you're up.
Marinetti.
It's not Marinetti. Over to the other team.
Tim?
Is it Boccioni?
It is Umberto Boccioni. So 1 point goes over to Tim there. And the next question goes to Ava. Ava, in the Toy Story series of films, what is the name of the porcelain figurine who serves as Woody's love interest?
Bo Peep.
It is Bo Peep for 2 points. Liam, your question. Which reigning English monarch commanded the winning side at the Battle of Agincourt?
Henry V.
Is correct for 2. All right, Michael, to you. Michael Reeve. Its port is one of the oldest in the world. Which city is the second largest city in Bangladesh?
Sylhet.
What did you say?
Sylhet. Sylhet.
That's not right, I'm afraid.
I'll go to
Okay.
Tim.
Is it Chittagong?
It is Chittagong. 1 more point there for Tim.
Can
Tom,
I just, Matthew, can I just, my internet went down very briefly. Can I confirm that Liam got his question correct?
yes, he did. It was Henry V, right?
Thank you.
All right, 4A to Tom. You got one, Tom? Okay, 4A to Tom. Which pop singer performed the theme song for the Bond film License to Kill?
Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight is correct for 2. And the final question of the round for Tim. Tim, what is the name of the web browser that is the default browser on all Apple devices?
Man who's never owned an Apple device, but I think it's called Apple Safari.
Is correct for 2. And that's the end of the round. Rob, would you like to update us on the scores?
Yeah. Hopefully we both work it. Match on this. I've got Scatterbrains getting 8 points in that round, and Disparate Origins getting 5.
That's what I've got as well. Everything seems to be running very smoothly. So let's proceed if everyone's ready to round 2. Round 2, first question to Matt. Which civil rights activist performed her poem On the Pulse of Morning at the first inauguration of President Bill Clinton?
Angelou.
Is correct. Maya Angelou, except Johnson. Mike, your question. Mike McCarthy. He is currently 15th in the succession order to the British throne. Which royal has children named Savannah and Isla? I-S-L-A, anyway.
It's not Tyndall, is it?
No, that's wrong. Team?
Tim.
I think it's Peter Phillips.
Peter Phillips is correct. Apparently I can accept either underlined name, so Peter would have been all right for this one, which
Just Pete.
is unusual. Pete.
No, he's not a prince or anything, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that was 1 point again to Tim. All right, Mike Devitt, your question. Charlie Fink was the lead singer of which indie band that have an aquatic creature in their name and release singles such as 5 Years' Time?
I don't know. I'm just
Team?
Jonah and the Whale.
No, team?
Hit the post there, Mike. Noah and the Whale.
Well, it's correct. That's 1 point for Matt there.
Too biblical for my own good.
Right. Ava, your question. Falling Water is a house located in Pennsylvania that was designed by which architect?
Frank Lloyd Wright.
Is correct. 2 points. Liam, over to you. The Analects are an ancient book of sayings and ideas attributed to which Chinese philosopher?
Confucius.
Is correct for 2. Michael Reeve. Which actor won the Best Actor Academy Award for his role in The Silence of the Lambs?
Anthony Hopkins.
It is Anthony Hopkins for 2 points. Tom, his name sounds a bit like an item of clothing. Which golfer is best remembered for winning the 2009 US Open?
Item of clothing.
A bit like an item of clothing. Not going to oversell this.
Jesus. Bubba Watson. That's not right.
No. Anyone on the team?
No. Nothing.
Anyone on the other team? Over.
Pull over.
Once again, I think you hit the post there. His name is not Lucas Pullover, but Lucas Glover.
No.
So that is
Literally no bells ringing here.
No. Right.
Definition of a not very helpful clue there.
No.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes.
For that one, never mind.
All right. Well, then the final question of the round goes to Tim. The largest member of the pelican family, Tim, shares its name with which species of dog?
It'll have to be a guess. Dalmatian?
It's a good guess. 2 points.
Wow.
Oh,
Very good.
This is why the Scatterbrains are currently at the top of the for now.
With a very lucky side.
All right, that's the end of the round. Rob, if you'd like to give us the update.
Yes, I make that 7 in that round for Scatterbrain, making a total of 15. And 5 again for Disparate Origins, making a total of 10. So 15-10.
It sounds legit to me. So we will move on, if everyone's okay with that, with round 3. All right, the first question goes to Matt. In a humorous song of 1986, Chaz and Dave sang about being loopy for which sport?
Snooker.
Snooker loopy is correct for 2. Mike McCarthy, your question. Located within the Puerto Rico Trench, the deepest part of the Atlantic Ocean shares its name with which US city?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Deep is correct for 2. All right, Mike Devitt. Devitt? I don't know. You can correct me.
Answer to anything.
Mike, there are currently 2 Hertfordshire MPs in the UK cabinet. One of them is Grant Shapps. Which Member of Parliament for Hertsmere and Minister for Digital Culture, Media and Sport is the other? Five seconds.
I'll have to pass that. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Go on, Liam.
Dowden.
Oliver Dowden is correct. 1 point there to Liam. All right, Ava, your question. In the acronym LGBTQIA, for what does the letter Q stand for?
Queer.
Queer is correct for 2. Liam, your question. The rugby league side, based in Warrington, has which nickname?
Wolves.
It's correct for 2. Michael Reeve. Sirius is a star that can be found in which constellation?
Canis.
Prompt?
Major.
Correct.
Nice.
Big one.
Calling it by its surname, right?
Yeah, that's true. Actually.
First name's Canis.
Okay, Tom, your question. Tender is the Night is a novel by which author who is much more famous for a different novel?
Is it F. Scott Fitzgerald?
It certainly is. 2
Sounds
points. And
I was
Tim. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, it was just a, nothing important.
And Tim. Claire Danes stars as CIA officer Carrie Matheson in which American spy thriller series?
Oh. Suffering a mental block.
Five seconds.
It's not coming.
Team.
Homeland.
Homeland is correct. 1 point goes over to Mike there. And that's the end of the round.
Okay. I'll make that even scoring. Both teams getting 7. So 22 to Scatterbrains, 17 to Disparate Origins.
That seems good. All right, one more round before halftime when the turn order changes. All right, question 4A goes to Matt, or round 4, first question to Matt. In Greek mythology, the Trojan War was waged against which city by the Achaeans or Greeks?
Troy.
It's like, is this a trick question? It's
Yeah.
it's Troy, 2 points.
James Bond question from last week.
Could have pronounced it Troyan in the war in the old style to make it a little bit easier. All right, then it's Mike McCarthy's your question. In the TV series Wacky Races, which alliteratively named Southern Belle drives in the compact Pussycat?
Penelope Pitstop.
Pitstop would have been acceptable, of course, but I will take the full name. 2 points. All right, Mike, on the other team. Sharing their name with a town in the Midlands, what was the surname of the wrestling tag team brothers that had the forenames Bubba Ray and Devon?
Leicester?
It's not. Team?
The Dudley Boys.
They are the Dudley Boys, yep.
I was thinking of that as a joke answer.
It's all a
Well,
joke
that-
anyway.
That sounds ridiculous. Yeah.
On
Right.
to Tom, is that?
That
That's
was
Matt.
Matt.
To Matt, sorry.
All right, Ava, your question. Which British physicist won the 1906 Nobel Prize in Physics and is credited with the discovery of the electron?
J.J. Thomson.
Is absolutely right for 2 points. Liam, your question. To date, it is his only UK top 40 single. Which catchy song of 2011 gave Spanish DJ Sac Noel a #1 hit?
Walker people.
It is correct for 2 points.
Woohoo!
Very nice answer.
Easy pop music.
Michael, Reeve, your question. Which name is given to the type of Japanese chicken that is skewered with a kushi before being grilled over a charcoal fire and seasoned with a tare, possibly tare, but maybe tare, sauce or salt?
Let's think. What's
5 seconds.
good? No, nothing's coming, so I'm going to have to let that go.
Yakitori.
It's correct. 1 point over to the
Okay.
captain there. Tom, your question. Hezbollah is a Shia Islamist political party and militant group that is based in which country that has a cedar tree on their flag?
Lebanon.
Lebanon is correct for 2. And Tim, Maidstone is the county town of which county?
Kent.
Is correct. 2 points and the end of the round.
It's not a part
Now,
of the UK,
now foreign
is it?
country. Yeah, foreign
Yeah.
country.
It is
Correct
now.
as of last week.
It
Okay,
was
in that round, both teams, I think, repeated themselves by getting 7 each. So it's 29 for Scatterbrains, 24 for Disparate Origins.
dangerously tight and getting tighter all the time. All right, so round 5, question order changes. Everyone happy to proceed straight on?
Yeah, come on.
Mike McCarthy will be getting the first question this time, so here you go, Mike. Here's your question. Sharing their name with a musician that was popular in the 1950s, what was the surname of the wrestling tag team cousins that had the forenames Crash and Hardcore?
I'm so glad that came to me. It's Holly.
It's correct. Good knowledge.
What questions?
We're also glad that went to you.
Very much.
Matt, your question. Which British physicist shared the 1933 Nobel Prize in Physics with Erwin Schrödinger for the discovery of new productive forms of atomic theory? Five seconds.
No, I'm not going to get it. So go on, Liam.
Iraq.
Dirac is correct. Point to Liam there.
Did not know he was British. Good to know.
All right, Ava, your question. Which abolitionist was sometimes known as Moses and is best remembered for her role in the Underground Railroad?
Tubman.
Harriet Tubman is correct. Or 2. And Mike, on the other team. Casa Mila, Mike, is a building located in Barcelona that was built by which architect?
Gaudi.
It's correct for 2.
Who else is it going to be?
Name another architect who works in Barcelona.
Sure, there's a Salieri-like architect there who just
Lately.
takes the fact that no one ever talks about his buildings.
There's probably a Lopez or a...
All right, Michael Reeve, your question. The Republic is a Socratic dialogue that was authored by which student of Socrates?
Plato.
Would be indeed Plato for 2. Liam, your question. Which Korean dish with a name that literally means fire meat is made of thin, marinated slices of beef or pork grilled on a barbecue or stovetop grill?
I don't have a clue about food, so I'll pass them up.
Is it bulgogi?
Bulgogi is correct for 1
I'm
point.
sure I've had it. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah. No.
It's quite tasty, but I'm a vegan now, so I can't say that. All right. Tim, your question. To date, it is their only UK top 40 single. Which catchy song of 2012 gave British-Dutch 3-piece music group Sam and the Womp a #1 hit? Five seconds.
Crazy Love.
No. Team?
Harlem Shake.
Over to the other team. Anyone on Disparate Origins got an idea?
No.
Go on, Liam.
Bam Bam or something. I know the song. I can't think of the title.
I'm going to accept that. The answer is Bomb Bomb. Accept any amount of bombs. So I think accepting a number
Yeah,
of
I
bams.
know
Is,
That's the it's the
Let me-
accent.
Yes, he's from Bolton, you know.
bam, bam, bomb, bomb. I've got it. I had to check. Okay.
Great answer.
Yeah.
All right. And, there is one more question this round. That goes to
Yes.
Tom.
No.
Tom. Which actress, Tom, won the Best Actress Academy Award for her role in The Silence of the Lambs?
Jodie Foster.
Is correct for 2. End of the round.
Okay. Scatterbrains scored 6, taking them to 35. Disparate Origins scored 7 for the 3rd round in a row. So they're on 31. So 35-31.
Comeback is on.
The gap is certainly narrowing. 3 rounds to go.
Until you said that just then.
All right, so round 6, we begin with Mike on the Scatterbrains. Mike, there are currently 2 Suffolk MPs in the UK cabinet. One of them is Matt Hancock. Which
Ugh.
member of Parliament for Suffolk Coastal and Minister for Works and Pensions is the other?
Shaps.
No. Team?
Go on, Michael.
Is it coffee?
It is Therese Coffey.
Therese Coffey.
Good
Good
save.
answer.
Nice. Very good.
All right, Matt, your question. Located within the Mariana Trench, what name is given to the deepest part of the Pacific Ocean?
Challenger Deep.
Is correct for 2. Ava. In his time driving for Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton has had 2 teammates. One of them is which Finnish driver that is his current teammate?
Hakkinen?
It's not. Team?
Tim.
Valtteri Bottas.
Valtteri Bottas is the right answer. 1 point to Tim. All right, Mike for the origins. Mike, which branch of biology deals with the study of plants?
Botany?
Botany is good. I would also have accepted phytology, but botany is the
I don't know long words.
perfectly good answer. Michael, your question. Which pop singer performed the theme song for the Bond film GoldenEye?
Tina Turner.
Is correct for 2.
Tina Turner? Yeah.
Yep.
Phew.
Liam. Juliana Margulies stars as Alicia Florrick in which American political and legal series?
The Good Wife.
It is The Good Wife for 2. Tim, your question. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency is a novel by which author who is much more famous for a different series of books?
Douglas Adams.
Is correct for 2. And finally, in round 6, Tom. What is the name of the open source web browser that is developed by the Mozilla Foundation?
Firefox.
Is correct for 2. And that's the end of the round. It's getting very close.
Yes, the comeback continues. So 8 points in the full house to Disparate Origins there. Well done. Taking them to 39. 6 points to Scatterbrains. Puts them on 41. So 41-39.
Oh dear. 3 on time.
This is exactly the kind of tight game we wanted for
This is why the cameras are here.
Why we were
Think
chosen.
of,
no
think
pressure,
of the
guys.
millions of views that we're going to get.
The crowd is on the
Got
edge of
fake
his
crowd
seat.
noise on tonight.
All right, round 7, starting with Mike McCarthy. In the 1980s, Mike, Chaz and Dave featured on 3 songs with which London football club?
Tottenham Hotspur.
Spurs is right for 2. Matt, your question. In the Toy Story series of films, what is the name of the wise-cracking plastic piggy bank with a cork in his belly?
Ham.
Is also correct for 2. Ava, your question. The Song of Love and the Disquieting Muses are major works by which Italian artist that is considered a key figure in the metaphysical art movement?
What were the works, Matthew? Sorry.
What were the words? Sorry. The song.
Works.
The
So-
Song of Love and the Disquieting Muses, major works by which Italian artist in the metaphysical art movement?
Cellini.
Team?
Gramsci.
Over.
The Chirico.
Chirico is correct. Good answer.
Oh, very good.
Oh, well done.
Matt, what an answer.
That's 1 point there to Matt. All right, next question is for Mike. In the acronym LGBTQIA, for what does the letter B stand for?
Bi, as in bisexual.
Is absolutely right for 2.
It's apt because it's Bisexual Visibility Day today.
Ah,
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Yes, it is. 31st September.
that's our sponsor for this this recording. That is.
Yeah.
All right, Michael, your question, Michael Reeve. Which reigning English monarch commanded the winning side at the Battle of the Boyne?
Well,
Like
I'm
5
going to
seconds.
be guessing. Yeah, I'll guess William III.
It's a good guess. It is right. 2 points.
Last question. There's a few Irish players here today.
Yeah.
There were some confident fists there, and
Yeah.
unfortunately thwarted. Liam, your question. Betelgeuse is a star that can be found in which constellation?
Ursa Major.
No. Team?
Ryan.
Orion is right. That's 1 point to Matt there. All right, Tim, your question. The rugby league side based in Huddersfield has which nickname?
Huddersfield Giants.
That's right, for 2. Well done. And Tom, final question of round 7. In 2012, it was the site of a coordinated attack against 2 United States government facilities. Which city is the second largest city in Libya?
Oh, Benghazi.
Is correct, for 2.
Cool.
The end of the round. Oh, this couldn't be more exciting.
Right. Well, squeaky bum time. 8 points again to Disparate Origins, taking them to 47. 6
Ooh.
points to Scatterbrains, taking them to 47. We'll have a score check between the last before the last pair.
If
I'm glad I'm not in
required.
seat 4 again this time.
Oh.
Why did I pick seat 4 today?
All right, round 8, the final round of this terribly exciting match. First question to Mike. Mike McCarthy, in Norse mythology, what name that is featured in the name of a 2017 Marvel film is given to the series of events that are foretold to lead to the deaths of figures such as Odin, Thor, and Loki?
Ragnarok.
Is correct for 2. Matt, currently 24th in the succession order to the British throne, is Lady Sarah Chatto. Who is the mother of Lady Sarah Chatto? Five seconds.
No, go on, Tom.
Princess Margaret.
Princess Margaret is correct. 1 point goes to Tom there.
I think is a bit imaginative, saying who is the mother, isn't it? She's a bit of a was, isn't she?
Well, that's a semantic question there. But,
Yeah.
there's only one answer.
Yeah.
To use.
Oh, I wasn't really complaining.
Yeah, that's
Obviously.
not what we're giving you scores. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Ava, your question. Van McCann is the lead singer of which Welsh indie rock band that have an aquatic creature in their name and achieved a UK #1 album with The Ride?
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass.
All right, team. Anybody? I'm going to have to throw it over.
Go on, Liam.
Feeder.
Over. No. Over.
Go on, Liam.
Catfish in the bottom, man.
Is correct.
Yes.
I figured that'd be the pair of the whale question. Yes.
All right, 2B to Mike.
Oh, right.
In the TV series Wacky Races, which alliteratively named villain drives in the Mean Machine?
Dastardly.
Is correct for 2. Michael, your question. His name sounds like an item of clothing. Which
More like
American...
one?
Yeah, I can't possibly say. Which American tennis player won 2 men's doubles titles alongside Mike Bryan in 2018? Five seconds.
John Schertzen.
Team.
Gene.
Over.
Sock.
It is Jack Sock.
Whoa.
Yeah, go.
All right, 1 point there to
Great.
Matt. All right, Liam, your question. Chelmsford is the county town of which county?
Essex.
Correct for 2. Tim Hall. The Houthi
You want
movement.
No,
Oh, score check.
check.
Score check,
Yeah.
sorry.
don't know
Well,
if we need
actually,
it.
I think it's been put to bed.
Mm.
2 points of Scatterbrains so far in this round, 49. And I think 7 points in this round so far to Origins, 54.
All right.
Well, still almost everything, almost something to play for. All right.
What do we need to get to get a close bonus? Is there a close
Oh,
bonus?
within 4, I think.
Within 4. Okay.
Oh, so there is still something to play for.
If you get it right and I get it wrong, then you get a bonus.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Go for it then, Tim.
Tim, the Houthi movement is an Islamic political and armed movement that originated and largely operates within which country that has been under fire from Saudi Arabia since 2015?
Yemen.
Is correct for 2. And the final question of the match for Tom. The largest predator found in the Americas is a critically endangered species of crocodile that shares its name with which South American river?
the Orinoco crocodile?
Is correct. Thwarting all our dreams.
Oh,
Well
You've screwed
played.
us out of a point, Tom.
Well played, Origin.
Ah.
All right, we do have a few spares. So shout out the answers if you know them.
Yeah.
Which quarterback won Super Bowls with both the Indianapolis Colts and Denver
Yeah, Manning.
Broncos?
Manning.
It is Manning.
Yeah.
Which Manning?
Peyton.
Peyton.
Of course. Guru Nanak was the founder of which,
Sikhism.
Go to get the question. What's
which Italian record producer and DJ appeared on Phil Oakey's 1980s?
Georgia Moroder?
Rhoda.
Correct. And finally, very topical question for me. Which senator for California was selected in August as the
Kamala
winning?
Harris.
Is right. Nice gentle spares there. And yeah, excellent game, everyone.
Well played, team.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah,
Very
Thanks
well
for
done.
Thank you
asking,
for,
Matt. Yeah.
asking and
They came
introducing.
to kill a giant, and they did.
There will be
Thanks, guys.
no
I've got it
perfect
finishing
season.
56-51, Matthew.
Yeah.
Does that tally with what you have?
That's why I've got 56 to Disparate Origins.
Very high cumulative score.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
both
There wasn't a
Have we
whole
scored-
lot
have we-
went over, was there?
Have we
No,
scored
no.
that many before? And I think we don't usually get that high, do we? Usually,
No,
I
I
mean,
don't
obviously
think we've
it's-
scored.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game all round. To be honest, there wasn't a lot, not a lot of really sticky questions. I think.
Mm.
We need to turn the recording off so we can stop pretending to be nice to each other now.
All right, the fists are about to fly. That's us.
A real
Have you
quiz
officially
beginning.
announced the score for the score? No,
So
for
that
the
was 56
for the record.
Origins, 51 to Scatterbrains, and we'll be saying good night from here. Bye.